When it comes to Marvel Studios using the X-Men, it sounds like we're still quite a ways off. But earlier in 2021, we saw that one of the prominent X-Men, played by Evan Peters, aka Quicksilver, already jumped from one multiverse to another. Maybe. We still don't have a real conclusion on that entire thing, and they've teased otherwise, so the jury is still out. But now the director of the last X-Men film talks a little bit about that cameo and how they didn't even let him know that this was happening. Instead, he had to find out by watching the episode. I can see why people think this is an insult to him. I can definitely see that. So this piece of info was recently revealed by Simon Kinberg, who of course was the director of X-Men Dark Phoenix, which is just awful. I don't even have the energy to hit on that film anymore. If you want to hear me rant about this film for 2 hours and why I hate everything from start to finish, our audio commentary recently got a teardrop down to the metahuman tier, so check that out if you want to become a member and get a bunch of other content. Anyways, back to that film. So he directed it. He wasn't the first choice, literally. We know he was sort of like, hey, we need to get this thing out there. Who do we have? We got this guy that's never directed anything. Perfect. Get him on there. He did a job. That's what he did. He's also worked with Disney on multiple projects. So it's kind of surprising when he told Screen Rant recently that he was kept in the dark in regards to Evan Peters. And he says that he saw it when people started texting him. And then he watched the episode and he was like, oh wow, Evan Peters is there as Quicksilver, huh? And he said he didn't know what was going to happen. Nobody told him. The actor didn't tell him. Nobody contacted him. He had no idea what was happening, but he was shocked, as one would assume, because, well, you know, he just directed a film with that actor and that character. Now, of course, some people are looking at this as a insult or Marvel Studios and Disney hating him or what he did. And I honestly don't think it's that. Like, come on, guys. He's obviously worked with Disney and Marvel and Fox for a long time. Like, he's still a producer on Deadpool 3. He worked on Star Wars Rebels, Deadpool 2, The Gifted, Logan, you know, X-Men Apocalypse, Fantastic Four. Like, he's had a long history with Marvel and things like that. And, you know, he's written a bunch of things that are notable. Again, Star Wars Rebels being a big one. I don't think this was a way to hate him or anything because he has a good relationship with them. I think this was just them just keeping secrets. They didn't want anything to get out there. Because if they told him, then he accidentally told someone and gets out there and it gets spoiled. And people wouldn't have wanted that. Even though we did kind of have it spoiled because it hit the internet. If you knew where to look and we talked about it. But it was just one of those things. It was better to keep it under wraps where even somebody in the industry didn't even know what was going to happen. And he's literally involved with that franchise.